motherfucker.
All right. Started recording. And
That's a big one. That's a huge one. That's a fucking like just chicken wing shit.
start streaming.
Streaming.
It's green. It's streaming.
It's streaming.
I think we're streaming.
Hey Barry, can you check out the usual stuffs?
I think we're streaming. Streaming.
All the streams.
All the streams. Are we streaming? Yes, we are live.
You're alive.
We're live for episode 10.
Coolness.
Yeah, you see there's twice as much sauce up here.
Yep.
20 bottles.
20 bottles.
20-sided dice.
20-sided dice.
And, yeah, so we're going to roll, and there's a good chance we roll a 17, which we don't want to do.
No, not at all, but, you know, it's a good way to start out. Sometimes you got to roll that 17.
Yeah. I'm so glad you get to roll first. So the only rule in this game of hot sauce roulette is we can't do double of anything in the first 10. So anything in the first 10, we can't do double. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you're trying to say
7,
I can't
8,
do
9, 10.
3 rolls of this right here and just call it a day?
Yeah, no. And you might, I don't know. See, because we got some new sauces in here. We've got courtesy of Mr. Weggy over at Smashing Toledo. I've got Walt's Fish Market from Sarasota, Florida. We got his Serrano, which I got to taste, which is pretty yummy.
Pretty dope, okay.
Haven't tasted the habanero.
Okay.
We're putting those in there. This could need to be out here. I don't know how to put these.
Oh, so we're guessing here. Okay. So 2 and 3 are wild cards.
We've got Dickhead sauce.
That's a very graphic penis.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. When I hear Dickhead sauce, I don't. Well, if your Dickhead sauce is green, you might need to go get a shot of penicillin or something. But apparently, it's a real pain in the ass. And we got some choke your chicken sauce. Comes with a free rubber chicken keychain. So yeah. So that's gonna be odd.
Interesting. So are you sure that belongs there, or are you just guessing with this right now? Or you just don't care?
I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Like, I don't try, so Larry's Hot Pussy Juice was supposed to be an 8 out of a 10, and I think that belonged,
and for
around,
stuff,
5 or 6, maybe? I don't know. It was good. Yeah. My mouth's starting to water, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, you're ready, man. You're just getting ready for the hot sauce, man.
Well,
you're getting ready for
it's episode 10, too.
Exactly.
10 weeks of this, and people seem to enjoy watching this, I guess. So we're going to keep doing this. 9 guests, 10 weeks, because Mr. Richie Best is back to do it the right way, because episode 1 was just
us eating chicken and hot sauce.
Yeah, we're just a beta. Yeah, we were just so. I didn't pre-write any questions, but I'm sure I can come up with 10 things I can ask you. So.
Denton said, "Believe in the D20, Richie."
Believe in the D20, the Apollo. I got you.
Woo! Double damage right there.
Right.
So, all right, so let's kick this off. Richie, give that dice a roll.
Okay, but first a little overview. This is for Dungeons and Dragons. This is a tabletop fantasy game. Couple guys, don't laugh over here. She's like, nerd.
Nerd now.
She's like, nerd alert. But this is we get a couple people together, just have like a story, just act through it and everything like that. But essentially, the 20-sided dice, this makes decisions on what happens, and let's see what happens first. We're gonna roll a 8. Number 8.
Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going with the choke your chicken. Choke your chicken
Off
hot
the bat.
sauce.
All right.
Don't stroke it, choke it. Perk up your meat with a good hot sauce. Apply vigorously and wake up your senses. Caution: overuse may impair eyesight.
What? Oh, is that like a masturbation thing? Where it's just kind of you go blind?
I really hope so.
You go blind and okay, I got you. I was like, what?
I really hope so.
I'm like, that's a problem there, Rob.
Brittany, can you hand me need a little help from the green room? Can you hand me the switchblade?
He's like,
thank you.
Yeah, people just getting stabbed up in here.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if this is the right thing to do.
I'm about to say, just don't let it fly out and just hit me in the face. I would appreciate not getting stabbed in the face.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
All right, so we are doing choke your chicken hot sauce. This just came in the mail yesterday. I totally forgot I ordered it too.
It's good.
I got a second bottle of that coming because the first place I ordered it from was on back order. So
Let me do this. Yeah. Oh, it looks kind of orangey. Like,
yeah, it looks like a classic buffalo wing sauce.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be garlic and habanero. Rub your clucker, but not while you have this on your hand, I guess.
all right.
Give this a try.
Not hot. Got baby spice and that's it. There's nothing.
Yeah. I can eat a dozen wings of that. It's tasty.
Doesn't taste
So-
bad.
Mr. Best here, originating from Delaware, I believe.
Delaware, yes. Out in Camden, Delaware.
What's tell me a fun fact about Delaware. Is there something I need to know if I go to Delaware?
Fun facts about Delaware. That's a new one for us because there is literally nothing to do in Delaware. Like we're a state that's 70 miles long at its longest, and at its girthiest, 33 miles apart.
It takes longer to get to Cedar Point.
Yeah, we are not a big state. 3 counties, 1 area code, 2 zip codes.
Wow.
Like we're close to Philadelphia and Baltimore, I guess. That's
All right.
the only thing we can tell you, our only claim to fame is, we are the first state and we are home for tax-free shopping. Pretty much whatever you buy is tax-free.
I'm moving tomorrow. Moving tomorrow, and I'm going to create something fun to do in Delaware and be a billionaire.
Yeah. Oh, a lot of the headquarters for the Fortune 500 are in Delaware because of the tax laws. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Very strategic.
that's all we have.
Very strategic.
We
That's
are-
it, huh?
Yeah, we're not really known for much.
What's Delaware's? Is there like a food they're known for?
We're kind of in the mid-Atlantic, so we're all about crabs. Scrapple.
What's
Scrapple. Okay, so Scrapple's like think of what a hot dog is, but make that into like a sausage. So it's like a big gray brick. It's mostly from mid-Atlantic states down. So in the South they have it a lot, all the way up to like Virginia, Maryland, Delaware. That's pretty much where it hits the top, and no one else really has it. It's like a big gray brick of just mashed up pork products and everything like that. So all like the unused pork products are just mashed up into like a gray brick.
So it's like gray spam.
Yeah, just kind of slice it up, pat it up a little bit, put it on the grill. Oh, grills up nice and brown. Delicious breakfast food. That's what you got to have. You gotta have
That
some
was the next
Scrapple.
question. Is it good?
It's really good.
Really?
It's good. Really salty though, but it's good though. Unhealthy, but good though.
Sounds unhealthy.
Yeah, no, it is unhealthy.
All right. All right. Here
Ready
we
for
go.
number 2?
Yep. I'm gonna take the roll here.
Ooh, 11.
11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Dirty Dicks is 10.
Oh,
we
is
get
that
another.
Is that the penis?
This is. 2 new ones right off the bat. We got dickhead sauce.
All right.
You can't see it on the camera because I use really crappy cameras, but we're pulling out the
Got the
again.
knife out again.
But it's Osama bin Laden on the front with a penis head,
Yeah.
and it says "real pain in the ass." So, I like green sauce, so I'm assuming I'm gonna like this. I hope I do. It's chunky.
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 Big shout out to Chunks, wherever she is.
The chunks. I got another
She
can.
disappeared.
I got another can. She's got a whole line of beers called the Chonk.
Behind your back and everything.
Exactly. She gotta make that money somehow.
Yeah. She's got to start paying rent.
Damn, we just loading that up, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
You're like, that's probably fine.
Oh, it's a classic cream sauce.
Okay. All right. How we doing?
It's good. Very vinegary,
Very vinegary.
garlicky. A little more heat than I think then choke your chicken.
Yeah. But not by much.
I think that belongs in the front half. But so among Delaware, where else have you lived? You've lived some very interesting places.
So, military family. So, my mom and my dad were in the Air Force. So, we were stationed. I was born on Dover Air Force Base, Delaware. Maybe 7 months after I was born, they moved. We got sent to Yokota Air Force Base in Japan.
Wow.
Lived there, yeah. That was fun. That was fun. Lived there for a good couple years of my life and everything like that. And then moved back to Delaware. Grew up there, went to junior high school there, went to university there. And afterwards, I went back to Japan. I stayed a year at Osaka University. And then afterwards, I moved to Australia for school at the Australian National University for 3 years.
Wow. Wow. You're just a globetrotter.
Yeah. Yeah. And while I was in Japan and Australia, I went to South Korea, China, and then when I was in Australia, I went to New Zealand. And yeah.
So Hobbitville.
Yeah. I saw where the Lord of the Rings were filmed and everything. I saw Hobbiton is still up and everything like that. It's still, open for tours and everything at the time anyway.
Wow.
And everything.
Wow.
So yeah.
Super jealous. I'd love to see that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So wow, your passport's got stamps, don't it?
Yeah.
Chunk.
Funny story. So when I was in Australia, I didn't have an ID. This was like the first couple months I was there, and I went out to a bar and everything like that, and I had to carry my passport. Lost my passport.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, shit. I got a call from the U.S. Embassy in Canberra. That's where my school was anyway. Then they said, hey, someone turned in your passport. It got mailed to the embassy. You can come by and pick it up. I'm like, okay, cool. So me and I had a couple of friends. It was just kind of like, hey, I'll drive you up there and everything like that. So the U.S. Embassy in Canberra, Australia is a fucking fortress. No idea why. It was just walled completely around. And we're just driving around. And we're getting nervous because we're just only car on the road driving around the U.S. Embassy and everything like that. And then 5 non-uniformed, let's say, gunmen.
All right.
They say they're vested up, sunglasses on, just regular polo, slacks, and everything like that. They're just kind of like, hey, can we help you? And I was just kind of like, I'm like about good 10 feet back because they're just armed. I'm like, hey, I got a call that my passport was turned in. I was trying to find an entrance, but there isn't really. They're like, yeah, there's no really real entrance. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just here to pick up the passport. He was like, what's your name? He came up to me. I was like, what's your name and everything? Gave him my social and everything. He was just kind of like, but 1 second. Some guy just came running out. He's like, here you go, Mr. Best. Have a good day. And they just walked back in. And these guys were armed with I don't know, assault rifle. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I went,
Cause this is back in 2008. So
I went.
Yeah.
I DJ'd in Europe.
Yeah.
For a convention, and just walking through the airport.
Yeah.
In Birmingham, England, these guys, I mean, straight up Uzis, fully automatic, they weren't messing around.
Yeah.
But they're the only people that I think are allowed to carry guns in Europe because the police don't.
Yeah.
The bobbies, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, but no, these were definitely not just typical Marines because they weren't in uniform. They were just in plain clothes and everything. So I'm like, all right, that's not great. But yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. We drove off, kind of scared, but it was fun.
Yeah, no, that would make me nervous. But they're ready for shit to go down.
Yeah,
so.
this is 2008 too, so we're still in the whole war on terrorism thing.
Right.
So we're still going at it.
Right. All right. Well, give that dice a roll.
All right. Shit.
Aw, what'd you do that for?
18.
No build up here. Here we go. This is what you've been waiting for. 18. We just went from mild to.
Fuck me.
You're gonna die.
Eye of the Storm Scorpion sauce. That's great. I had
this is
before, yeah.
This is number 9 usually in the 10 sauces.
Oh, look how thick it is.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Shut up, you. No jokes. I heard the joke from here. I just heard you over there.
We got Brittany in the green room over there.
Chuckling. Oh God, I'm gonna have to fucking.
Careful.
I know. Okay. Fine.
I didn't even have to say anything.
Fine. You laughed, and I had to put more. Oh, that's so much, though.
Yeah. So usually we embrace the bomb before we hit this one. So you don't, our palate is usually burnt out. So we get to really taste the heat on like one of the hotter sauces.
This is number 3, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're keeping track over here, right?
No.
Well, I mean, how many chicken wings you got left?
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? So.
Oh, that's way to be practical.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's really hot.
A little over 500,000 Scovilles on that one.
Hiccups are definitely coming.
What did you study in school?
Okay, so at Delaware, I got my bachelor's in political science and a minor in economics. I went to Japan. And okay, this is the whole thing before I just said fuck off to all politics stuff. But I went to Japan. I did my master's research in international public policy. And then Australia was law. So, didn't like much of it. I was kind of told, kind of like, a little, going a bit serious now. Like, when I was in college, I was more for science and everything like that. I wanted to do biology and everything.
Sure.
And with one of my, it wasn't a friend, but it was like associates of friends, people I respected, like other professors and everything like that. They were just kind of like, okay, this is like early 2000. And like 2000, 2001. So they were just kind of like, you're a very intelligent black man. You need to actually start doing things to help out the community and everything like that. Sciences are good, but if you get into politics and law and everything, you can, bring forward the black community, help us, like, so on and so forth and everything like that. I bought it, hook, line, and sinker and everything like that, which I don't, people who do that, I don't have anything against it, but that wasn't who I was.
She was like, I'm going to be president.
Yeah, who I was. So I went through all that, but I just didn't particularly care for politics, don't like the actual work and everything like that. And by the time I got to Australia for law school, I was just kind of like, ooh, it's hot. By the time I got to law school and everything like that, I was almost burnt out. I got through like a year of law school, and then I was just kind of like, I don't really like this anymore. And then just fucked around in Australia for 2 more years. So, I don't know. It's one of those things I wish I'd kept, stuck with like biology, because I want to do biochemistry and everything like that. But, that's that. So I just took advice from other people instead of just staying true to myself. So
right on.
That's knowledge.
All right, you ready for the next one?
No. 15. Jesus.
Right down.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15.
All right. This one actually tastes really good, but I know it's a hottie.
It's a hottie.
Tabasco Scorpion. Tabasco makes a huge line of sauces. I mean, Chipotle, they got the green, they've got habanero. This Scorpion sauce is one of the better tasting Tabascos. Actually, I prefer this over regular Tabasco.
Really?
Yeah. They say this clocks in at like 70. I think it's closer to the triple digits.
Think so? Mm-hmm. Come on, get out.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so tasty. Not nearly as hot as what we just ate,
Yeah.
but it tastes so good.
Not bad. The spice is definitely there, but not as bad.
So you've played some sports, rugby.
Yes.
Rugby. Now, did you get into rugby in Australia, or did you just something you picked up in the States? Because that's not a typical sport.
I picked it up first in Delaware for a little bit.
Okay.
And then I picked it up again in Australia. That's when I played for the university team. We're the Australian National University Grizzlies. we were playing rugby league instead of there are two different types of rugby generally for for professionalism and everything like that, professional sports. There's rugby league and rugby union. Rugby union is the one that most people are used to seeing. Like that's the one I played here in Toledo when I played for the Toledo Celtics. But rugby union is just like, you have the guys in the front, they go through the scrum, you hear the big collision, they roll the ball under, they're doing everything like that. Rugby league is done as a faster bit of the sport. It's kind of like exactly like rugby union, but there's no scrum. You get tackled, you pick up, you kick the ball back, you get essentially 4 downs, then you have to kick the ball off to the other side and go back and forth. It's a faster version. It's just made faster. It's called, union is called old boys, meaning old school and everything like that, and new boys for league and everything. But the one in Australia was league. And then when I came here to Toledo, I found the Toledo Celtics for the first couple years. And I found out I wasn't as young as I used to be. And it was a great bunch of guys and everything like that. But also the casino hours and everything like that, I just couldn't really do it because the games are on Fridays and Saturdays.
Right.
Practice is on Thursdays and stuff like that. So I just,
Right.
at the point, when I first did it, I was part-time for security. So I was able to do it now full-time, and everything. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a good sport, though.
Yeah.
I tell people to, try it, and it's a really good sport. It's
I
fun.
couldn't do it. Nope.
What?
I'm like the size of the ball you use.
Exactly. That's where you put you on the wing and everything like that. You just gotta be fast.
Fast. Have you ever seen me run? No, you've never seen me run.
Well, you gotta get fast, but someone my size is gonna get you. That's all I can tell you. The best thing about it though are the socials afterwards. Like the social, because Brittany went to a couple of my matches and everything like that. And one thing, they're just drunk on the field already. Like, especially on the sidelines, they're just gone already. And then
no Gatorade. It's pints of beer.
Oh yeah, we have. Oh yeah, there's too many stories to tell.
Play drunk.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're not professionals. We're just doing this as a league. But it's still, like, it's just kind of, I don't know. It's a good sport with good camaraderie and everything like that. It's just, I don't know. I tell people to do it.
Sounds wild.
good, yeah.
Sounds
It
absolutely
is.
wild.
It is wild.
It's like you don't get much tougher than that unless you're like jumping in the ring with a guy with hardly any gloves on his hands.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wow.
Like on Saturday, no. Not for me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, speaking of that, Doug, I have a quick question for you, Doug. 'Cause I was asking this question because we had the UFC fight on Saturday and everything. What is the minimal amount of money it will take for you to get in a ring with a professional of your weight class? So your weight class, minor injuries to you, whatever happens, you won't get any major injuries. Minor injuries, your weight class, but someone who's like a top 3, top 4 fighter in your weight class. What's the minimal?
So I find like in UFC then. So
Yeah.
Not like boxing. Okay.
Yeah.
I find the sport really interesting, and I if it wasn't for my age, I would have toyed around with maybe training to get into mixed martial arts. I don't know. I don't think it'd take all that much money. Like, I don't know. Give me $100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me $100,000.
Yeah.
You show me a brick of cash like that.
Yeah.
I'll probably jump
I
in.
said like 60. I'm like, 50 or 60. I'm like, yeah. I'll get black.
To pay for you need more than that.
I can pay for the wedding for 60 grand. Jesus.
What kind of wedding?
I know, right? But yeah, no. I was like, that's 60 grand. Like, I can do that. Other people were just like $1 million. So I'm like, come on, man. You can do it.
$1 million if you wanted me to fight like Tyson, even today. Like,
Right? Just get blasted by Tyson.
yeah, brutal injuries. Like,
Yeah, right.
Brutal injuries.
Am I going up next?
Yeah, I believe you're next.
All right.
Halfway done here.
Come on. Don't do it. 11.
11? That's the
2019.
dickhead sauce.
Is it dickhead sauce again?
It is. You want to roll it again? Roll it again.
Yeah, well, again, because dickhead sauce was kind of weak.
It was good. It tasted good.
Yeah, but for a repeat, yeah. Shit!
All right. Scorpion again. Hi, the Scorpion. Yeah, that's going to make me forget the questions that I wanted to ask you.
Why you have me rolling this bullshit, man? And where was this fucking rolls when I was actually doing D&D? It was just like, 18. Like, I get like a 2.
Is there any? Yeah,
Oh, it's empty. That sucks.
yeah, no, I don't think we've eaten that much of this sauce.
I know. Their repeat. Oh, I did too much.
No such thing. But just so you guys know, this one is freaking hot. Like, it burns going down. Like, you can... This one's rough. I'm so glad we build to that.
Just not out the gate.
Right. So, yeah, talk about the casino a bit. This is where me and you know each other. We hang out there 5 days a week. Going through some stuff there, but
Yeah.
When'd you start? How long have you been there?
I've been there since 2017. So July 2017, that's when I started. I started out in security. Well, I moved here. I didn't have a job, so I went through a temp agency first, Wren Hill. And Wren Hill put me in the casino for the giveaways. They're just like, hey, wear a black shirt, jeans, help help us unload stuff and give stuff away. That's when the giveaway tents were like beside Final Cut, and the tables were just out there. And so first couple times they had me out there, just gave away stuff and everything like that. And Dan, security manager Dan,
Yep.
and everything, like one day he just saw me and everything like that. And he was just kind of like, you have a really good attitude. You're here on time and everything. I see you guys are here on time. I see you working the hardest and everything like that. How would you like a job in security? Well, first thing he did was him and his shady ass. I was giving away gifts. He just kind of fucking appeared behind like me from like the curtains. He was just kind of like, so you're from Delaware, huh? And I'm like, well, when you come into the casino, you don't work there. You have to give your driver's license. And I had a Delaware driver's license. So that's how he knew I was from Delaware. But he was like, so he checked out my ID for some reason, but okay. But he was like, you're from Delaware, huh? And I'm like, yes. Because, he just dresses like a mob boss anyway,
Right.
so I thought I was
Yep.
in trouble. But, and then he was just kind of like, hey, I think, told me everything like that. Had me apply for security, interviewed, and had a job there within like 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
So, like, yeah, and I got my gaming license in like 4 days.
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
And because I never lived in Ohio anyway, so it was just kind of like, so he had nothing in Ohio. So, yeah, security for about a year and a half, a little less and everything like that. Then with the dealer school, became a dealer. And then in 2020, I was promoted to assistant pit manager.
Perfect.
So I've been doing that for a little over a year now.
Yeah, you like it?
I like it more than dealing. Wasn't a fan of dealing.
Yeah, no?
Yeah. I guess maybe just standing in one place for the whole time.
I get it.
I don't know. I think I just wanted to be able to move around a bit more and everything like that. I don't know. Just dealing was really my thing.
Yeah,
But-
I get it. I spent 25 years standing in the same spot every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah, but you're making the party go on. No, I'm just dealing getting yelled at by people. Like I'm not making any party happen.
He,
I'm just
he ain't lying. He's
yeah.
straight ripping you off.
Yeah, exactly. They're just getting at me. Like, that's different for you, man. Like, I'm just getting told it was kind of like, you're a fucking lousy dealer. You didn't give me a blackjack. I'm like, man, I'm the middleman. I get the cards to you. Like, that's all I am. Like,
Right.
but
Right. If they made a machine to do what you do,
yeah,
they'd probably use machines.
yeah,
So, which they kind of do.
yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 6.
Come on. 14,
14.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
Chocolate bootla.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorites. This is a really tasty sauce. Yeah, tighten that cap.
Yeah.
2 episodes ago, that cap came off.
Yeah. But everywhere.
Yeah. Which isn't really bad, but the fact that this one's in the upper echelon of the heat level.
You don't want it.
And he had that, and I got like a fur ball running around here, so.
Good taste.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Got that smoky black pepper. It's
A little bit of a kick. Yeah, I got a kick. Yeah, I got a kick.
It says that one's in the triple digits, and I don't get triple digit heat. Right?
Yeah. I think it's hotter than
6-digit.
I think it's hotter than Tabasco though.
Do you? Mm-hmm. I think they're playing on the same field.
Yeah.
For sure. So is being a pit supervisor the end game? Like, do you plan on Going further up the chain,
Yeah, I don't want to be a pit manager or assistant pit manager forever. There are a lot of things I want to do, but if I want to stay in the casino industry, like I may want to move up to like pit manager or like something even further. But they're also starting sports book and everything like that. I kind of want to get into that or something like that. Although I won't say my dream, but my I guess casino dream, I would be if Hollywood Casino ever just said, "Fuck it, we're going to build our own hotel." I want to be a part of that ground. I want to be part of that project team that builds that hotel. Like I think that would be so dope. Just kind of like build like a casino hotel from the ground up and everything like that. I think that would be amazing.
yeah, hotel industry is huge, and like it doesn't matter where you go, there's hotels, right?
Yeah.
So, that's Dan Evans.
Yeah.
I believe that's what he does. So he went from, I think he was like a gift shop clerk, moved into the host office as an executive host. Him and his wife moved out to San Diego,
Somewhere in Cali.
something like that,
Yeah.
San Mule.
Yeah.
So they helped build the Hollywood casino that was out there.
Yeah.
I think she still works there, and he moved on after Hollywood. Penn National stopped doing anything with that casino. He moved on to being like hotel concierge or something like that, but like in a really ritzy hotel.
Bougie.
Yeah, super bougie
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
So, and I think I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
Like I want to know more about
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Maybe that's something I want to do.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't
We're
know.
all moving to California. Dan, hope you have a spare bedroom.
Yeah, Dan, buy a bigger house. We're on our way.
Right.
So, who rolled that?
You did. Here goes my bullshit roll.
17.
Don't put that on me.
Oh, by the way, Brittany's the reason this happened. Like, by the way,
6.
6.
Ha.
Aw.
Ha.
Oh, you get some pussy juice?
Ha.
Larry's hot pussy juice.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to have this.
But yeah, this is the whole reason this is a thing. I mean, obviously the show that's on YouTube. But she wanted to know why everybody brick walls at 8 with the bomb. I had a past experience with the bomb. I kind of knew. She wanted to know.
Well,
I don't
she
think
didn't want to know. She wanted to see someone else do it.
Right.
Because her
I was gonna say,
her ass can't do hot sauce.
so she actually bought it and has never tasted it. I don't think I want to see her taste it, to be honest.
I do.
I will die.
But if she ever decides to taste that one,
That should be funny.
she's going to be, you guys get to see it too.
She should. See how far she can get. Before she taps out like Shaq.
We have to do the Death Nut Challenge.
You too?
Not do it.
I mean,
you go.
the Death Nut Challenge is a little different. They're using,
There's only 5.
there's only 5, and the last one's got straight up capsaicin crystals on it.
Yeah, it's just designed to hurt.
9 million Scoville units. I don't even know.
Yeah.
At what point does it not become hot or any hotter? Like, because, I mean, these last...
Yeah, but I say like, yeah, exactly. What kind of concentrate is there that's actually hotter than that? Like,
There's not. I mean, you got
Yeah.
extracts.
Literally pepper spray at
Yeah.
that point.
well,
Oh,
pepper spray's a lot less.
5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
5.
That's what burn.
Yeah, but I say
Yeah.
that's a lot less.
Let's talk about movies.
All
Favorite movie?
right. Yeah.
Star
I was
Wars
gonna go
freak.
there. I was gonna be like, I wanted to say something a little bit more interesting, but I'm a Star Wars guy, so like, that's my favorite franchise, I guess. But like, favorite individual movie, I don't know.
Inception.
Maybe Inception. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think
All right.
Inception. Yeah, it was probably like my favorite like actual individual movie and everything.
He's very offended that I find it meh.
I am super
All right.
offended that you find it meh,
All right.
trash. That's what you are.
I don't know if I have, like, favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got movies that I can, like, watch over and over again, which is not typical of me. Like, once I see something, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Star Wars franchise I can watch over and over again. The Matrix, I can watch over and over again.
Yeah.
I will not watch the new one.
Yeah.
I just heard too much.
We watched it.
I thought it was not bad.
It wasn't
Not
bad.
at all.
Really?
It wasn't
But
terrible.
it's a rewrite of one of them, right? Of the first one, right?
It's a bit, yeah. Kind of.
It's not like adding to the story, is it?
I heard a lot
It
of bad
is.
things about it, but when we watched it, I was like, that was a perfectly fine movie.
Yeah. It was
Like-
it just wasn't, it didn't live up to what it's supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
But it didn't wreck the franchise for me.
No, I didn't wreck it. or
Okay.
anything like
All right.
that,
Well,
but
maybe
yeah.
I'll give it a try. I'll wait till it comes out on like iTunes and give it a rap. Maybe I can do that now. I think you might be able to
It's
do
on
that.
We watched it on HBO Max. Oh, HBO
HBO Max.
Max, yes. HBO
Okay.
Max, yeah.
Cool. Cool. Next one.
All right, 3 more left. 16, shit. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16.
We're getting into hot ones. Ooh, we haven't even touched half these ones.
Hotter. All right.
I will say, if we don't roll the waltz
Yeah?
fish market sauce, we're gonna eat a couple more wings
All right.
for episode 10. Just because
All right.
I know Josh is dying for us to roll a 2 and a 3. And I really like the Serrano one. I want to try the habanero one. He did get me a wonderful, wonderful sauce from the Pepper Palace out in Sarasota.
Baby ass chicken wing.
Yeah. This one's Love's Burns. Hotter than I don't know. Yeah, I know this one's hot. And it doesn't taste as good as I wanted it to do.
No.
Because I needed something.
It's not terrible.
I needed something down there right before the bomb that was a nicer bridge. And I was trying to watch the shows to see which ones everybody said tasted good. They said this one tasted good. And I was like, yeah.
No, not great. Ugh.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
That one touch you?
We're good. Yeah.
It doesn't taste horrible.
Nah, not terrible. Not the worst.
What about music? Favorite style?
Either a little older school rap
All right.
or
Right up my alley.
rock. So my favorite all-time favorite group is KRS One.
Okay.
So KRS, and for hip hop and rock is Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know. It's just between those two styles of guys and everything like that. That's just my general feeling. Like I like all types. Well, I won't say all types of music though. Like I'm not one of those people who just kind of like, oh, music nowadays or like the music I had back then. I like playing good music now and everything like that. But like just growing up with it and everything like that, it was just like Red Hot and KRS One, and it's just kind of like, that was it.
I remember when Red Hot came to be more of a popular band. Their first album was like, it was. I could listen to that album like nonstop, front to back, which is something you can't do with a lot of today's music. A lot of today's music, you can't listen to it from front to back. You're like, okay, I like these 2 songs, or I like these 3 songs. Fast forward to that. Fast forward to that. Fast forward to that. There's a lot of the Beastie Boys albums you could listen to front to back. Tribe Called Quest, one of my is my favorite hip hop group.
Yeah.
You can listen to every one of their albums front to back.
Yeah.
De La Soul.
Yeah.
Is another one. Their first 2 albums were fantastic. They did these little game show things in between songs, and they were just hilarious. So
Let me take a step back though. My all-time favorite, like I can't believe I let that slip my mind and everything, because I think my bear just kind of looked up at me too. Daft Punk. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I know this.
He said the other ones, and I was like,
Yeah.
Brittany's over here. You're like, you're a liar.
Sorry, no, the sauce kind of got me a little loopy at the moment. Like,
Does it?
yeah, so it's just kind of Daft Punk is definitely my favorite. I got to see him live. I got to see it live 2007. I saw them in Tokyo when I was in Japan, and everything like that. That was probably one of the greatest shows I've ever been to, and everything like that. And you were talking about like albums, listens you can do, front to end. I was just kind of like, fucking random access memories. I'm like, Daft Punk. Why did I fucking say Daft Punk? So yeah. Daft Punk is definitely like my favorite.
I was gonna pair up with a local guy. We knew each other through like the craft beer industry.
Yeah.
And we were toying around with the idea of creating like a small group, maybe just a 2-man group.
Yeah.
I would scratch records and maybe play a funky beat. He would play either a guitar or drums over the top, and we were only going to play breweries, and we were going to be known as Draft Punk. Yeah, so didn't
That would have
happen.
been dope. That would have been dope.
It didn't happen. Both our schedules were super busy. Couldn't really find the time. And then he moved to Wisconsin. Thanks, Bobby. But he's supposed to return to Toledo soon. We're supposed to kick it. So maybe I can get him on here to eat some hot wings. So was that my role or your role?
That was your role.
All right.
16, all right. Have you ever played any tabletop games like D&D?
Oh, I was really deep into Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
I had like Monster Manual 1 through 4.
Okay.
Wish I would have kept them. There were
lot
the
of
original
fucking
ones.
right now.
They were the original
Yeah.
hardback books.
Yeah.
Like, and these got used so much. Like, they didn't even have covers on them anymore, so they wouldn't have been worth much. But
What's your favorite D&D story? Or any instance that, from D&D that you got? Well, let's roll this first. 6. We did 6, didn't we? Yep, Pussy Juice.
Yep.
Pussy Juice. 7.
7. One of my favorites. That's that butthole sauce.
By the way, Denton said Rush 2112 front to back. I don't know what that means.
Rush.
Band.
Band.
Okay.
Well, Rush is one of those bands you either love them or you absolutely hate them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard of them.
You've
You
heard
have.
of Rush? Yeah, you heard of Rush.
You've heard of Rush. Denton, you need to school this girl. I dig Rush. I don't mind them.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, D&D. What's your
Yeah.
favorite D&D story?
I mean,
No. Panic.
man, it was so long ago in my life. I was back when I was like in elementary school.
That's like the Robbie part of your life. Bobby.
Andy.
Andy. It's so weird hearing people call you that.
I know. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time. I don't know. I learned from like my babysitter, my neighbors that babysat me. I kind of learned the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Yeah.
Found it intriguing. Mom started getting me into it. Back then, it was so controversial. You had like kids that would level up so high and then they would die, and kids would either act out the death and die themselves, or they would commit suicide because they worked so hard on this, and it was like emotional.
What was it?
So like after I started getting into it, moms started getting a little worried that like I would get too serious with it, but we never did anything like too serious. I used to, after my parents divorced, I had been going to the local YMCA for daycare, and I would bring all my stuff, and we had a kid there who was an awesome dungeon master.
Yeah.
That's the guy that like takes you through the story if you don't know Dungeons and Dragons. That's the guy that like that's your journeyman. That's the guy that like takes you through the game, and you have to be very creative. Yeah. You have to have a very creative mind. You got to be able to think on the fly to make it interesting, because the game actually sucks if it's if you don't have a good dungeon master. You're just reading a book from front to back. Then awful. Yeah. So we would always like hide in the woods at the YMCA, or we'd be away from all the other kids or whatnot and play this game. And when I was a kid, I had a filthy mouth, like awful. Yeah. Anybody who's hung out with me knows that I'm 100% unfiltered most of the time. And I got into some serious trouble on multiple occasions for cursing too much, too loud, around other kids. Yeah. Got complaints from their parents. So that's one memory that just kind of sticks out from Dungeons and Dragons. But I would love to get back into that. A bunch of my friends got together. We used to play like Magic the Gathering.
Okay, yeah. Me too.
So we got pretty deep into that, and all my cards got stolen out of my car because I kept them in like a baseball card.
Baseball couple. Yeah, like a little shoebox.
It wasn't little. It was like one of these big ones. I had thousands of cards, and I went to a sports bar to have beer with somebody. You don't leave anything that looks like baseball cards in the back seat of your car at a sports bar. You're gonna lose them. Yeah. And they did. They busted out the back window, took them, and I would have loved to seen their face when they got home and opened this box and seen what the hell was in there.
Know what the fuck?
Yeah. So it would have been funny to see their face. I had some cards that were worth some money. I mean, they're collectible, just like baseball cards. So that wouldn't be. I'd get back into that too, just for the simplification. That's a lot simpler, easier to play than to like. It's really hard to get a group of guys together to play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. But
Trust me, we're finally getting around to it again, and it took a while for us to get that. Because just having a dungeon master is the biggest key. Because if you don't have someone who's like, expressive enough and everything to be a dungeon master, then again, it's kind of shit.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Tell them about Farouk.
For who?
Farouk.
All right, we can talk about that.
All right.
My roll, huh? The last roll.
Last roll.
Well, it's not yet. Well, it's the last roll.
Yeah. 13.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. We went from Butthole Sauce to Butthole Destroyer.
Nice.
Adam Weiss says this lives up to the name. He called me after doing this show. It was the first time that we debuted the Destroyer, and told me that it absolutely lived up to its name. I was pulling into Stubborn Brothers Pizza, and he told me he was not leaving the restroom for the rest of the day. So it is hotter considerably than his other than the hot sauce for your butthole.
I just heard Brittany just smack her lips because she wanted that 17 so bad.
Yeah.
She wanted that
Still tasty, but this one will bring the pain.
well. Good. Ha. It does bring the pain a little bit, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's there.
There's definitely a Scorpion or Reaper
Yeah.
in that, for sure. So, Farouk, huh? Who's this Farouk? Sounds like a hobbit.
That was my third edition player character. I was hotter than a lot of other ones. I'm good. Don't need to milk yet. But yeah, he was a half orc and everything like that. Weapon, big ass scythe. And he was a guy I carried through the entire third edition and everything like that. Because that's when I first started playing everything. About 2001. And I don't know, I used to just fuck around with them and everything like that. Like one of the first times I played, I was just kind of like, oh, you can do anything? They're like, okay, there's some type of monster behind this, down this hill and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, so I want Farouk to, we're just leaving the forest. I'm like, I want Farouk to run, use the scythe, jump on the branch, swing up, and then come down and attack the
Whatever the monster.
monster. No. Well, there was wolves down there too. But yeah, that happened. Dungeon Master was like, okay, that's a lot of stuff you can do at once. But okay, sure, fuck it. Let's see all your everything. So my agility and everything was shit. So he was just kind of like, roll D20. He even told me afterwards I needed something like a 24 to make that happen. He was like, I just wanted to do this because just to fuck with you. So I rolled like a 8 anyway. And he was just kind of like, okay, so Farouk ran up, used the scythe to hit the branch, cut through the branch. I swung up, did a couple backflips, fell down the hill, and wolves started attacking my limbs and started pulling me apart. And that's how my guy almost died. I almost died then. I got saved by everyone else that was with me. But that was one of the first experiences I had with D&D, which I loved. How he died was, we're going into a 4th edition, so this is like 2006, 2007. 4th edition came out in 2008, 2009, I think. But we're doing we're doing one where we're just kind of like, okay, if you die, you're dead. You're dead,
Yeah.
and everything like that.
Burn the paper.
Yeah. So, randomly crossing a bridge, a rope bridge, and everything like that. DM was just kind of like a raven flies low, like clutching something in its talons and everything like that. Everyone just fucked it off. I'm like, I'm gonna jump in and try to grab it. And he was like, all right, cool. Rolled a 1. I missed, fell off the bridge, fell into my death. That's how Farouk died.
You're just trying to do too much.
Trying to grab a stone from a bird.
He's got a stone. I want that stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I died.
And I died. They were like so horrified. They're like, dude, no, we can go. I'm like, no, that's a fitting end.
Your greed got you.
Yeah, I'll just fell down in a crevasse and just died into a ravine. Like, yeah, that was
That's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Do the
Let me,
bomb.
let me grab 2 more wings here. A couple more wings.
You do the bomb. My mouth's already on fire from all this right now. Give me 3.
3?
Yeah.
He's gonna do the bomb.
You gotta end it out on that.
I was gonna say, is this gonna be the first episode? I guess I gotta do that too, huh? Not gonna skip out on the bomb because, I mean, that's why everybody watches this.
Yeah.
Watch the pain factor. So let's try these.
Come up here, chew bomb.
Let's try these. So we have a Serrano and a habanero. These again come courtesy of Mr. Josh Weggy over at Smashing Toledo. You can catch him every day, 5:05, 1370 and 92.9 FM, 1370 AM. For a restaurant of the day, Smashing Toledo was asking earlier today, what's your go-to spot for chili? So head on over to their Facebook page and comment away. Also, I wanted to bring up that if you go to threadless.com, search Smashing Toledo, you officially can now get Sample the Heat merchandise.
Yep.
And I'm not just talking hoodies and t-shirts, like hoodies, zip-up hoodies, pullovers, V-necks, long-sleeve shirts.
Skateboard.
You can get skateboard if you really want to.
Yep.
You can get a complete deck or just the deck itself with Sample the Heat on it. You can get masks, journals, coffee mugs. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. Pins, magnets, stickers. It's all there. Threadless.com. Search Smashing Toledo, and you'll find the Sample the Heat merch over there.
Charity.
Yes. We are trying to set this up for all proceeds to go to a charity. I think I'm going to pick some kind of like cancer association or something to go with. So, but yeah, these sauces come from him. He says this one particularly is Mr. Smashing Toledo's favorite hot sauce ever, and it comes from Walt's Fish Market in Sarasota. So, I don't find it incredibly hot. It is spicy, so you can be
Generous, as I say.
You can be. I want flavor on this wing.
Flavor country.
Yeah. So, I would have felt bad if we didn't eat this on the show. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's actually good. Yeah.
So I don't even think he was down there for 24 hours, and I get a text message, and he's found a whole store dedicated to hot sauce called the Pepper Palace. I guess it's not a local thing. It's a franchise or something. But he got me this amazing sauce.
Yeah.
It was called chocolate habanero hot sauce.
Yeah.
And chocolate, it didn't have chocolate in it. Like some of these peppers will grow so dark red they turn chocolate brown. I mean, that's where the chocolate bootleg comes from.
Yeah. Because I like this one right here.
Yeah, it's good. So the flavors tend to get a lot more bold with those peppers. So we tried it, tasted it, loved it. On my way out the door, it slides out the bag, hits the driveway, shatters all over the place. I have to buy another bottle because it was absolutely good, and it belongs on the show. He also got me this other crazy one. We were talking about 9 million Scoville units. I don't think... This is actually made by the Pepper Palace. It comes with a dry seasoning, and 1 ounce bottle. You have to sign a waiver before you can buy this. It's supposed to be the 3rd hottest sauce on the planet. Tony, Tony, because I gotta say something unique and fun. Tony Craven will be on the show tomorrow. Yes, you heard that right. I'm doing a doubleheader this week. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'll hate life later. But we're going to tar and feather a wing, Tony. So this will be, instead of doing those last ones, we're going to hit a wing with the sauce, and then we're going to hit it with the dry spice, and then we're going to die. So this comes from the Pepper Palace as well. Thank you, Josh, again, for adding to the show. Your support is much appreciated.
Tony just said, "Oh boy."
Yeah, Tony, you're going to die.
I'm going to die today, Tony.
He said, "I'm ready to die."
I'm trying to roll like a natural 17, but it's just not working. I got lucky though. Before we started, I was just kind of like, the bottom was 17. I'm like, watch me roll a 17. I just rolled one, it was a 17. got out my system though. We're still gonna do it, but
Yeah, we'll still do
You
it.
know.
We have to. So this is Walt's Fish Market
19.
habanero. So I'm assuming this one's going to be a little hotter. Ooh, Josh, if you haven't tried your bottle of this, I'm a huge habanero fan, like for the flavor, and I really like that one.
Get out of here, Jake.
What?
Oh,
Jake, you watching, Jake? We still gotta get Jake on here. We still gotta get Jake on here.
yeah.
Jake, you can come over next week if you want.
All right, line it up.
So, accidentally doing a double header. I thought Tony was going to
Probably
take
next week, yeah.
it was going to be next week, but he wanted to do the last Tuesday of the month, and
Yeah.
tomorrow happens to be the last Tuesday of the month. So, and I already had an idea for episode 10, so I had to do double header.
Yeah.
So, Tony Craven tomorrow, he'll actually be the 10th person to run through the hot sauces. Then maybe Jake next week,
Check.
and then ran into the girls over at Kango's,
Ah, yes.
and they want to do it. So it'll be the first time we have a pair doing it, and they are extremely entertaining people. I look forward to that episode. I believe I'm going to have to change venues. I don't think I can fit
They have to squeeze in.
that many people around my little tiny round table. But so next week, Jake. Well, tomorrow, Tony.
Yeah.
Jake next week. Jake, you ready for this?
Den just said Bet Goins will bitch out.
Oh,
I feel like that's a call out.
I think it has a call out.
yeah. Denton called you out, Jake.
He called you a bitch, Jake. You gonna
So next Monday, unless Tuesday works out better for you, it doesn't. I'm flexible with this. So, and then we got the girls from Kango's coming up. Who else? There's somebody else that said they want to do it. Chef from Final Cut said he was interested. I kind of want to get him. You know what I want to do for that show? I want to get him and Tom Genovich together.
Okay, yeah.
I want to do it live, like at the casino on stage, kind of like a thing. Tom, we should set this up. You and Chef from Final Cut will run through these hot sauces. Maybe bring some of your own, and
I'll be there.
I don't know, set up some VIP tables, and maybe we have a chicken wing eating contest while we do this, because these shows typically are about an hour long. See how many chicken wings somebody can eat in an hour, and maybe I can give them some free play or I don't know, something. So, all right, last sauce, we had to do it. The bomb.
Woohoo!
So, episode 10 in the books. I'm going to create a YouTube channel and start loading up edited episodes. Oh, jeez.
Why?
You're gonna.
Why?
I feel like everybody says that every episode. They watch me do this.
As much as him.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Absolutely. Oh shit! It spilled out.
Well, he does. It's about half as much. He's like, I gotta spread this around.
I just gotta spread this around. I ain't gonna just get a fucking chunk of bomb.
The worst one. The worst one. Episode 10.
10. Yeah.
Oh man. No. That's so bad.
It was so bad.
When did you hit your milk?
After Steve-O's one,
Oh, the destroyer?
it kind of got to me in the back of the throat.
Yeah. Oh, the first hit of that scorpion, like I felt it, like it was like drinking lava.
Yeah.
Oh, that's death right there.
Yeah, it is.
Why don't they call that death? What? The bomb. I don't know. I feel like if it's the bomb, it should just explode.
Yeah.
This creeps.
It's a slow burn.
It is.
It's a firestorm, man.
God. All right, I'm hitting the milk.
Yeah, me too.
I don't have to, but we're doing oat milk this time. It looks weird.
It's all white.
Not great.
Tastes good, but that don't taste good.
No, it's
That-
it's getting worse.
I think that made it worse.
Yeah, I think it did. I think it did.
I think oat milk. Don't drink oat milk.
Fuck! Why is it getting worse again?
Ooh, I think it just spreads it around. I don't know. Whole face. Well, I got ice cream for us.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
So yeah, tune in tomorrow. Tony Craven.
Yeah. Tony Tone!
Oh no, we need to see this burn for another minute.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it hurts.
Fuck, it hurts. It got under my tongue. That's why it hurts so much right now. Fuck me.
Well, I started getting used to that sauce around episode 7, and then when COVID took me out, I have to do so episode 14 maybe. I got used to that. Yeah, I did do a lot of that.
Yeah.
That hurts. That's the worst one we did. And that wasn't even
Significantly worse.
Yeah. Oh. So I take it you don't want to try flatline?
Fuck no.
We'll save that for Tony. Tar and feather, Tony. Tony. I'm gonna let Richie pick the sauces for you tomorrow. But he can't make it extremely any harder than any of the other ones. So again, go to Threadless, buy the merch. I want to see pictures of people wearing Sample the Heat t-shirts and stuff. Yeah, that was episode 10. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. Sample the Heat 2.0 tomorrow.
Go.
So,
Deuces.
if you want to do the honors, or actually I'll do it.
She does not know how.
She's like, I don't want to touch that.
Please help. No.